Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm sure you guys are wondering what the heck is going on with my eyeshadow today. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through and testing out a new product and new brand to me. We are going to be playing with the BeautyCreations Dare to Be Bright Color Base Primers, and I have several shades. I have 5 shades here that we will be testing out 4 out of the 5 today. Like I said, this is the first time I am trying BeautyCreations, and I'm excited to share my thoughts with you guys. I purchased these a while ago, so if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the picture that I posted of them. But I just haven't gotten a chance to sit down and dive into them. And then along with those eyeshadow bases, I am using the Ace Beaute Nostalgia Palette, which is another palette that I've been dying to get into and play with a little bit more ever since I bought it. Look at all those vibrant, beautiful colors. So we are going to be, this is the palette that I also have on my eyes. So with the BeautyCreations Dare to Be Bright Color Base Primers, they have several shades. I believe they have, was it 8, 10? I think they have either 10 or 12 shades, and I picked up 5 of them. I picked them up in the shades that I felt like I would use the most, and I also made a point to pick up the white and the black shade. The white if I needed to lighten up any of the shades that I got, or black to darken them, and that way I didn't have to get all the other colors. And I stuck to, again, the colors that I would use most, so green, blue, and purple. And these retail for, I believe, about $4 each, so super affordable if you're considering checking out more than one color. They are cruelty-free. I believe they're also vegan. I'll put it here somewhere below once I've confirmed. But if they weren't vegan, then I wouldn't be using them, obviously, Carmine. But if you've been here, you already know the spiel on that. So within the demo portion of this video, I have swatched some of them on my hand. So you can see we've got the green, the white, and the purple there. The 2 that I didn't use were the blue and the black. So I'll go ahead and add some on the back of my hand for you guys to see. And I will say these are very pigmented, so I'm just gonna blend them off. I'm just gonna blend them on the back of my hand here with my finger so you guys can get an idea of the color and the opacity. So that's it on my fingers, you can see, and I just blended the blue and the black on the back of my hand so you guys can see that. The other shades here, these have been on the back of my hand for at least, I would say, at least 20 minutes, maybe more, and they still haven't fully dried down. So that's an indication of how much leeway and how much time you have to work with these eyeshadow bases. And getting your eyeshadow on to stick to. So that's a plus that I'm seeing right off the back. Alrighty, so let's jump into the demo portion, and you guys can see how I came up with these 2 eye looks. We did quite a bit of experimentation on this eye, and then this eye I went in with a bit more of the plan, but let's roll into the demo portion. Before we do that, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button or haven't joined our YouTube family, make sure to do so. I'd love to have you here. Also hit the like button if you enjoy these types of videos, and turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. I upload videos once a week, usually on Tuesdays. The past couple weeks have been a little bit crazy, but my schedule is generally every Tuesday at 10 a.m. PST. Sometimes we're able to get 2 videos up a week. But yeah, I'd love to see you join our family. And with that being said, let's roll into the demo. Okay guys, let's jump on into this. So we are going to be using the BeautyCreations Color Base Primer. I already have most of my base done. There's just a wee bit of concealer on my eyes, and we are working against time. It's pretty late. Well, it's later in the evening than what I usually film. So let's hope the light stays with us. So originally what I had been thinking to do with these eye bases is kind of do a sunset-ish vibe. So using the purple, the green, and the white for the most part. And then doing like an orange to, let's see if I can verbalize this out loud. An orange green to purple, so kind of, am I shaking this again? So doing a sunset vibe on the eyes using the yellow, orange, and purples and maybe some pinks, but I feel like that's a little bit similar to the last look that I did. Also, I did want to dive into the greens and blues. So maybe we'll do one eye one way, one eye another. I don't know. Let's dive in and see. And to apply the eye bases, I am going to be using the Ace Beaute treatment brushes. I got these as part of a giveaway that I won. These are the ones that Rose by Rose and Ben on Instagram uses when she's using these eyeshadow bases. So I'm going to be using the eye treatment brush and the spot treatment brush. So the eye treatment brush is the bigger one, and we have the spot treatment brush as well. I think I'm gonna start off with the white and go on the inner half of the lid and then move into one of the bases. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze some on the back of my hand. I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna need, so it's about that much. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the spot treatment brush. So this is the smaller one, just because I'm trying to get into this kind of tight area of my eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of coat the brush with it. It does feel like a bit of a thicker formula. And let's go ahead and see how it applies. So you can see that's fairly opaque, and I'm just bringing it in this inner third, I would say. And I am bringing it a little bit farther up from the crease. It's layering pretty smoothly. Like I did say earlier, I did kind of put, just out of habit, I went over my eyelid with a bit of my concealer and a bit of powder. So I can see here in the mirror, you can see the discoloration's kind of doing, it's kind of showing like a flesh tone color, but that's okay. So I'm gonna just do that on the inner third, which now looks like the inner half of the eye. And I'm just gonna wipe that brush off. I have a towel here, and I think I'm gonna do green. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do green on the center of the lid. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like orange, green, blue. We'll see how this turns out. So again, I just squeezed out a little bit, and I'm going back in with that same brush. This might actually help that green be a lighter green, and I'm gonna go right in the middle. Oh, that's such a pretty green on its own, actually. So I think because I mixed it with the white, it's not as vibrant. I also didn't squeeze out as much as I did with the white, but we're just wanting it to give us a tacky base. I hope I'm not blocking the camera with my mirror. And then I'm just gonna wipe it off. I think I'm gonna apply a little bit more of that green. And I don't normally use an eye base, guys, at least not a colored eye base, so this is gonna be a new experience for me. So next thing I'm gonna do before this dries is I'm gonna go in with kind of a mix between this popsicle shade and Vacation. So we have kind of a peachy shade and an orangey shade, so I'm dipping into both, tapping off, and I've got kind of a flat shader brush, and I'm just gonna pat this on top of the white. Dipping back into Vacation, and I'm basically just covering wherever we put that white base with this orange. Now for the green, I'm gonna go into the only green that's in this palette, and that's this color right here, Theme Park. And I just kind of wiped off that same brush that we were using, and I'm coating it, and you can see that's a pretty pigmented green. I feel like this is starting to look like Ireland's flag. But that's okay. We're just trying it out. So I am coating wherever we put that pigment. Oh, I do love this green color, guys. And I am patting the color on. I'm not swiping, I'm just patting it. I'm actually right now just playing, guys. So I don't really have a thought process in mind. What should we do on the end? Should we do blue or should we do purple? I think I want to do purple, actually, to kind of marry these two in. So I'm going to go into the purple eye base. Some on the back of my hand. And for the purple, I am gonna use the other Anissa brush. I probably should have used the smaller brush. Maybe we'll use something else. I'm actually gonna use this Real Techniques, it says here, Instapop crease brush, and you can see how it's kind of angled, and I'm gonna get a good amount of that pigment onto the brush so you can see it there. And I'm going to be carefully place it on the outer corner. Oh my gosh, look how vibrant that purple is. And I'm going to kind of turn the brush over to kind of draw like a cat wing up. And you can see the green and the purple mixing. That's okay. These lay down really well, by the way, guys, like really smooth. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy texture, and they are pretty pigmented. Wow. I think I should have done yellow on this inner corner versus the orange, but that's okay. So we are gonna take a Morphe M167. It's kind of just a flat shader brush. And I think for this outside color, I'm gonna dip into, I kind of want to do raspberry or flip-flop. Let's do raspberry just because it's a deeper color. And we're gonna mix in a little bit of flip-flop. And again, I'm gonna press on top of that pigment. Whoa. That's really pigmented. And I'm trying to color within the lines here, guys. Wow, I think that purple just kind of took it to a whole nother level. I think out of the 3 shades, the way they layered, I'm really liking the purple the most and how it layered. It might have just been the brush that we used because it was denser. It gave off more pigment. So I'm just dipping back into the green shade from the palette and tapping over and gonna try and blend this line. And obviously when you mix green and purple, you're gonna get kind of a bluish color, and that's fine. I don't want it to be really like that stark contrast in between the two. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this kind of duo, what are these called? Duo fiber brushes. This is an old eyeshadow brush from one of my Urban Decay Vice 2 palettes. And I'm just gonna take that clean brush and kind of blend out this edge right here on all of the colors, just so it's not as defined. I'm gonna dip into the shade right here, Flower, and use that to kind of blend the colors, to kind of blend that harsh line at the top. Okay, so it definitely got muddy in this area. I think this was from mixing that pink shade into the orange and then the brush with the green. So that was on me, but we're not really doing an eyeshadow tutorial. I'm just kind of playing with the eye bases and seeing how the eyeshadows layer on top. And I also wanted to play with the specific palette. So overall, these shadows in terms of layering on top layered perfectly. I'm not seeing any like clumpiness or patchiness or texture. Well, I can see some of my texture, but that's texture on my eyelid that I always have. The application on top was smooth. I would say it was a little bit hard to blend out the purple shade, this line right here. I'm thinking I just need a smaller, denser eyeshadow brush to blend this line out versus the one that I was using. You know, it gives you time to work with it, so it doesn't dry down really quick, which is nice. And I've applied it, I've pat it on for at least 5 minutes now, and you can see I can still see where that line is not as stark, and you can still blend that color. I don't know if I would recommend mixing these 3 shades together necessarily in the way that I did, but just to give you guys an idea of what these look like. So I do have still the blue and the black shade. So what I think I want to do on this eye is a halo eye with yellow on the outside, using the white base and using one of the shimmers on the center. So let's give that a go. And you guys, I'm not using very much. Like I'm using like a little, you know, tiny dot of the pigment. So if you wanted it to be more tacky, more vibrant, obviously you can use more. But because this is my first time using it, I'm kind of going slow. So I am gonna leave the middle of my eye open right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the yellow color in this palette, which is Water Slide, I believe, this one right here. And we are pressing it into that base. Ooh, yay. Okay, I'm already liking this eye so much more than this one. This is gonna make for an interesting thumbnail, you guys. So there you go. You guys can see that layered on beautifully. And these bases do crease, I'm noticing. But when I'm applying pressing the powder shadow on top, I feel like I'm able to blend it out. Okay, and for the center shade, we've got three colors we can work with. We've got Fun, we've got Stargazer, and we've got Heat. So we've got Fun right here, Stargazing, and Heat right here. Do a just swatch. Wow. So those are the three shades in that same order: Fun, Stargazing, and Heat. I'm in between Stargazing and Heat, but I think I want to go into Stargazing. So I'm going to take that on my finger, and these are powdery, so be careful with that. And I am going to just press it into the middle. I wonder if we should put a little bit more of that base to give it something to stick to, just so we can get that middle area where we want that punch. And then I have Stargazing on my finger, and I'm just gonna press. Okay, I've been sleeping on eye bases, guys. This is like elevating my halo eye technique. So you can definitely tell in the middle where we applied the base, where it's the most vibrant. But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the eyes, eyeliner and mascara, and finish off my face, and then we will come back and I will give you guys my final thoughts. I'll be right back. All right, guys, and we're back, and I'm losing light really fast, so sorry if the lighting is really dark. So I went ahead and did a wing eyeliner, mascara. I kind of filled in my brows just a little bit. I kept them a little bit more natural and applied a little bit of blush. And I did add a bit of an inner corner pop on this eye and this eye. I felt like it really elevated the look on this side. I felt like it was missing something, just being all matte, and it didn't really, this palette doesn't really have a shimmery purple or blue that I could have added. Out of the two, this one definitely I'm favoring. I think that's more so because I had a plan what I was doing on this eye versus this one. I was just winging it and testing out the eyeshadow bases. Overall, I am really loving the way the colors layered on top of these eyeshadow bases, and they are so affordable. I think they're like $4 each, if I'm not mistaken, and they have tons of colors. So I got the white and black to be able to mix in with these three colors to either make it darker or lighter depending on what I was doing. I probably should have got I know they have a yellow specifically or an orange. I probably should have got one of those, maybe the orange, so that way I can mix it with the white to become a yellow. But I mean, for $4, I'd probably end up ordering it again anyway. Blending the shadows on top of them, great. No patchiness, no weird or funky layering from what I noticed, and overall I am really impressed with the way it is. I am so loving the way this eye turned out. This one was just a hot mess. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out the BeautyCreations color-based primers, I would highly recommend you give them a try. Again, $4, super affordable price. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried out the BeautyCreations color eye bases, or if you tried out BeautyCreations in general. This is my first time trying them out overall. So far I'm pretty impressed. Let me know in the comments below which eye do you prefer. Make sure to hit the like button before you go if you enjoyed this video and had a good time playing around with makeup with me today. It's been maybe 2 weeks or so that I actually put makeup on my face, so it feels really nice to be able to do this. Thank you for spending time out of your day watching this video. If you are not a subscriber yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I would love to see you become part of our little family that we have going on. I upload videos once a week, usually on Tuesdays. The past couple weeks has been a bit crazy. I am getting married this Saturday, so I'm not quite sure when this video will go up, but when I'm filming it, I'm getting married in 5 days. So so much going on. Anyway, hit the subscribe button and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.